So, Madam, what?
A few minutes later.
There we go. I felt freaking naked without something black on, I promise you. But anyway, let's get into this reaction review type of situation that we have going on. So, Madam Web is a movie that I'm pretty sure literally no one asked for. Like, Madam Web isn't even like a giant mainstream character in the grand scheme of the web of life and destiny here. And honestly, no one really cares about Madam Web. She's just one of those characters that just comes and goes throughout Spider-Man's history in certain arcs, and then is like rarely ever seen or heard of again. And every time she does appear, is to basically give exposition to other characters. Like, this is one of the characters that literally just wasn't really, pined for as far as getting a movie adaptation or even a show, miniseries, whatever you want to call it. But they're using her as a vehicle to introduce other prominent female spider characters that, again, no one really gives too much of a care about outside of a few obscure comic runs and issues and, spin-off stories. And then even then, still not the most important, even in the veins of obscure characters. It's just like, no. At the end of the day, just no. So right out the gate, the movie just already isn't going to do well. We already have a main villain, and that's of course the Discount Kane, is who is being portrayed as Ezekiel Simmons. But I gotta say, this is probably one of the worst spider costumes I've ever seen. Like, honestly, like, this looks cheap. This looks beyond cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. This ain't looking too good over here. And then his backstory is even stupider. But you know what? It's fine. He has a backstory in the comics that I'm sure is gonna be a lot more comparable when it comes to which one is better as far as like an origin story for him. But all I got to say is he has a very prominent relationship with Peter Parker in the comics. So, another Sony Spider-Verse movie without the mainline Peter Parker being in one of these movies. We had that with Venom. We had that with Carnage. We had that with... Man, at some point, I'm just kind of just getting tired of this. Like, just because you have an MCU Peter Parker and Spider-Man active now, it doesn't mean you can't just make a different alternate version of Peter. Like, wasn't that like the whole point of like Spider-Man No Way Home? Or am I tripping? Like, I just don't understand this. I just don't get this like stranglehold like the MCU Peter has over Spider-Man being Spider-Man in other properties. It's so weird. I don't get the business legality of it all. I'm pretty sure it's all very fascinating. And I just don't care. Like, there's no reason you can't just do that. Get a different actor. It doesn't have to be the main one. But yeah, I just feel like personally, these studio execs swear that we're stupid. Like, I swear that they think that we're just so stupid to where we can't handle multiple different variations of Peter Parker's being on screen. Even though, again, No Way Home and other prominent examples that did it before. I just don't get it, man. You can have multiple Spider-Man in a movie. And it's funny, this movie is pretty much shooting a middle finger to those people who wanted multiple Spider-Men or having this feature multiple Spider-Women. I just think that this is hilarious. Like, it's like we can't have multiple Spider-Men, but what we can give you is Spider-Women that no one cares about. Like, not even the mainline Spider-Women. Like, that's what's insane about this. I don't know, man. It's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. And when I say mainline, I mean like the main ones that are popular in mainstream, like Spider-Gwen being a prominent example. Like, honestly, we don't even have Silk in this one. That's what's crazy. We have all these different variations of Spider-Women, but we can't have Silk. That's hilarious. But yeah, this movie's just shaping up to be a disappointment, honestly. For those who are going to enjoy this, man, like, more power to you, honestly. I know y'all struggling out here. But honestly, bro, like, I'm just not a fan of any of this. I'm gonna watch it just out of the sake of curiosity because it's something Spider-Man related, honestly. And Spider-Man's like my second favorite superhero, honestly. Yeah, outside of just mild fan curiosity, I just could care less about this movie and the characters that be. It just like, it doesn't seem very impressive, at least to me personally. I'm sure a lot of people enjoy this. I'm sure a lot of people was fiending for this. Like, by all means, leave that in the comments. I'm sure people are gonna say I'm crying, I need to cope, or whatever. But either way, man, this is just my thoughts on this. Let me know yours in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.